going on, guys? It's NoChainzz, and I'm back with another Rick Moss video, the second episode of his third season, and we'll be facing an early season test against the third-ranked Michigan State Spartans, and they're not a bad team. They're only one rank behind us, so this is definitely a powerhouse clash, and this is also Rick Moss's first ever game as a #1 receiver. And right off the bat, you see me making stupid decisions as the #1 receiver. You know, Rick Moss is just kind of nervous, and this is probably the best competition he's played against in his entire career so far. And we're down 7-0, and we're on this drive, and he hits the tight end, I believe it is, to tie up the game. And they go back down and score, and we have 1 minute to go and score, and he throws it up deep to me. And Rick Moss, what are you doing? He dropped that pass. Could have had a first down, but we get it anyway, and I call for it again, and I go up and catch it, but I'm smacked, and he fumbles it with 3 seconds left. We definitely could have got a field goal out of that, but we're down by 14. I'm going deep yet again, and Rick Moss is no, he doesn't catch that one. He drops it, and I'm wide open, and Reed gets the first down, but guess what? It's a holding on the play, and that's just horrible. We're playing stupid. So is Rick Moss, but we're still down 14, and it's like we can't match up with this great Michigan State team so far. But I get a catch to get us down to the 1 or inch yard line, and we punch it in on the ground with Clay, and he finds somebody. I'm not sure what his number is. I think that says, I don't know. I don't even know what that says. But he gets a touchdown to tie the game up at 21. And with 3.5 minutes left to go, this is still anyone's game, as Jason Reed finds another receiver other than Rick Moss for the touchdown to break the tie with just over 3 minutes to play. And Rick Moss thought that being the #1 receiver would mean more receptions, when it actually means less in this game. But Jason Reed fumbles it. He always does that late in games, and we're trying to run out the clock right here. And if we get this third down, we could definitely seal the game. And who else is going to catch that pass other than Rick Moss to seal the game and let us run out the clock? So we end up winning this game against our #3 opponent. And that win will actually move us up to #1 in the country. This team has actually came a long way in the amount of time that they've had together. The big three, Clay, Reed, and Moss, actually put this offense together and let us move to #1 in the nation. And in the next game, we'll be playing against the Utah Utes. And if you guys remember, we beat them twice in the previous year, including the conference championship. And a little bit of bad news in the midst of all this, and you can see Rick Moss's stats, and the coach deemed these stats reason enough to move him all the way back down to the 3rd receiver on the depth chart. That is very bad news. Rick Moss will definitely work at trying to get his starting job back, and let's see how we can do against the Utah Utes, our bitter rivals. So Rick Moss is at the slot receiver position, and he catches a pass on the first drive against the Utes to move the chains for a first down. And right here, Jason Reed hits him again, and he almost is certainly going to get more receptions than he did against Michigan State. And I don't know why that is. I guess they use him a little better at the slot receiver position. But we score, they get a field goal, and here Rick Moss is running deep, and Jason Reed can't hit him. And we end up getting a field goal off of that, and they end up getting a touchdown. So it's a 10-up tie game right now. And later on in that drive, we're almost in the red zone, and Rick Moss goes deep, and Jason Reed hits him in the back of the end zone. And apparently that was a touchdown. It didn't require a review at all. And here you guys get to look at the replay and judge for yourself. Catch I think he got 1 foot in. I think he just barely got 1 foot in, but nonetheless, it was called a touchdown. We're up 17-10. We are now winning 24-10 over the Utes. And on a 3rd and 14, Rick Moss gets a beautiful one-handed catch, but it's kind of pointless because it doesn't get the first down. And with a lot of football to play, this is anyone games, as they end up scoring 2 straight touchdowns in a tie game with 1 minute left. Who's going to make a play? Rick Moss, he catches that one, and he's going to take this one all the way to the end zone to break the tie. But guess what? This game is not over. We're only up by 7 points, and they have a whole 1 minute to try and score a touchdown. And here you get to look at everything that Rick Moss has done throughout this game. And we're going to see if they can score a touchdown to bring this game to a tie or a deadlock at 31. Let's see. Rick Moss is congratulated by his coach, and they end up going down to score 31-31. Who's going to make a play and try and get us in field goal range with 2 timeouts to go? And Rick Moss is running over the middle. He's not open, so he hits somebody else, and this person is going to go all the way. And we're going to win this game 38-31. A close game over the Utah Utes, who started number 11th in the nation, now unranked, and we secure our number 1 spot in the nation by defeating our rival. And here Rick Moss gets the play of the game for that touchdown. I don't agree with that one. This might be the only one I don't agree with. I think that the tight end who scored that touchdown, who outran the safety and the linebacker to get that touchdown, should be the play of the game. But nonetheless, Rick Moss got it, and we're going to come back next week against another team, and I'll see you guys then.